All right, let's go ahead and take a look at page 56. And we're going to be looking at playing a C chord and warming up with chords. So when we talk about chords, we're just talking about groups of three notes together. The actual technical term would be to call it a tertian triad because we're building three notes and we're also using skips. So we have a skip on top and a skip on the bottom, but we just refer to it as chords. So if you'll go ahead and find the C pentascale position, that C 5-finger scale with your left hand, you're going to take the outside notes first. So the C and the G together, and then play the inner note. So let's go ahead and try this together. 1, 2, ready, go. Together, together, E. Together, together, E. Chord, hold, chord, hold, chord, 2, 3, repeat. Outer, outer, middle. Outer, outer, middle. Chord, 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 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. So what I would like for you to do to continue your practice on this one is to try that exact same exercise with your right hand. So using a C pentascale position for your right hand and trying that exercise. And then try it on a G pentascale position. So that would mean right hand thumb on G, left hand pinky on G. Try that exact same exercise where you're using the outer notes, then the middle, and then forming the chord. So right hand and left hand on a G position as well, on an F position, and an A position. So G, F, and A, as well as the C for both hands on the chord warm-up. And notice the differences between how those might sound, and that would be a great warm-up for you to start working with a few chords. Once you actually have learned those chords too, you're actually going to be able to make a few songs with those chords. So play through your C chords, G chords, F chords, and A chords. And bonus points if you can name a pop song that uses those 4 chords. There's actually a lot of them that use just that combination. So that'll be a great start and a great warm-up. And once you get done with that, we'll go ahead and look over at Jingle Bells. So our Jingle Bells is using that left hand pentascale position, and we have the outer, just the outer 2 notes, the fingers 1 and 5 at the beginning there, and then we also have a few C chords. So if you'll go through and circle where you have a C chord at the end of each line there. Also note that we have some pedal at the very beginning of those lines, and so you might want to circle that. And then the last 2 lines, you're going to bring your right hand up 1 octave. We have an octave sign right there. And so your right hand is going to go up 1 octave for those bottom 2 lines. So let's go ahead and try this through all together. And I'm going to say out loud the finger numbers for the right hand, okay? Another good policy, if you feel that you need a little bit of extra practice, would be to try this hand separately first. So try just your left hand alone, counting every measure, and then try just your right hand alone. So go ahead and do that first if you need to, and then we'll try it nice and slowly, hands together, saying the finger numbers of the right hand. 1, 2, ready, go. 3, 3, 3, hold. 3, 3, 3, hold. 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, left, left. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 5, rest, up, 3, 3, 3, hold, 3, 3, 3, hold, 3, 5, job. So go ahead and keep practicing that one a few times, saying your counting, finger numbers, note names, etc. You'll also notice that if you play this as written, it doesn't have quite the same rhythm as actual Jingle Bells we're used to hearing. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. You are more than welcome to use your ear to play with the melody that you're familiar with. This provides a simplified version because actually writing out those rhythms is pretty complex. So they're just writing it out, and you are more than welcome to adjust that rhythm a little bit to make it sort of reflect the way that you're used to hearing this song. All right, so for our last piece, we're going to look in your supplemental packet at Winnie the Pooh, which was my favorite movie growing up as a child. So we have a couple of things to note really quickly. If you look at the bottom of the first page, we have on the Stuffed with Fluff keys, we're going down to that A sharp note, which it shows it on that little box right up at the top. That we're going to jump down here to that black key when we play. So we're going to play B, A, and then we're going to go up. Sharp means that we go to the higher black key, up to this, and then when we get to the next page, we hop right back to B. We're going to hop right back down there. So I'll show you exactly what that's going to look like right there. So right from that second to last measure on the bottom. So we're going to play finger 3 on A, then go up to this black key right here with finger 2, and then I'm going to hop my finger 2 back to B. So one more time, I start with my right hand on C, and then my left hand plays finger 2 on B, and finger 3 on A. Then I'm going to take finger 2 and go up to the black key, and then hop back to B with my finger 2. Okay? And then besides that, our hand position is our thumbs sharing middle C, also known as middle C position. So this is another one very similar to Jingle Bells. If you grew up with this movie, you probably know it as Winnie the Pooh. There's a little bit of swing to the rhythm, but we're going to play it for just right now as it is written in our book, a very steady rhythm. And then if you want to play it with that rhythm that you're most familiar with, absolutely feel free to do that. So we'll go ahead and start from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Careful here, black key hop with 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great, and on that very last note, your left hand is going to cross over to play that high C. So you can just write in your book that that's a C right there if you need help. So go ahead and practice this through several times until you feel really comfortable with it, and then we will go ahead and add the teacher part. All right. Count us in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, ready, go. Very nice. So keep working on that one until you feel really comfortable playing it with the duet. All right, so your practice assignment for this week is, as usual, to go through all the pages that we talked about today. Keep practicing all of the different opportunities to do transpositions, different tempos, different styles, and always feel free to review pieces that you want to look at again from previous weeks, and you are welcome to use the practice chart provided in your weekly document. All right, so for your worksheets and listening this week, we don't have any worksheets out of your favorite book, but we will still have a packet of reading activities as well as some musictheory.net work for you to do. And for your listening this week, jazz lovers are going to be really excited because we're going to be talking about and listening to some pieces by Thelonious Monk, who is one of the greatest contributors to jazz music for piano, improvisational style on the piano, and overall jazz technique, and really solidifying piano as a standard instrument in jazz music. So you'll have a playlist of several different pieces to listen to. Some of them are solo piano, and some of them also include other jazz ensembles. And because there is such a thing as solo piano jazz music, you don't have to have a whole group with you. So as usual, you will listen to those, identify a few traits. It would be great to contrast a little bit of what you can hear differences between some classical piano styles and jazz piano styles, and identify which of the pieces on the playlist was your favorite.